Today we're going to be teaching you how to clean the most sensitive area of your interior. There's a lot of ways you can do this, but only a few ways you can do it right. Stick along with us while we cover that. The most sensitive area of your interior to be cleaning is typically on the headliner here. And the reason being, this fabric is so thin and it's just held on with just a little bit of adhesive. And as you can see on this one here, it's got just like water damage staining because this car obviously has a sunroof and it leaks and it runs down through and it just leaves these water marks. Now you might recognize this vehicle because we did a headliner cleaning video about 2 years ago on Skylar's car, and thankfully he didn't fix the sunroof for us yet, so we have another video to do for you. So we're gonna jump in, show you how to clean this up. There's a bunch of different methods. We're gonna start with the least aggressive, because anytime you're detailing, you wanna start with the least aggressive method, the safest method, and hopefully that works. If not, you step it up and you go from there. So starting off with least aggressive. So the least aggressive method of doing this is going to be taking something like a carpet upholstery cleaner that foams in a microfiber, and we're going to spray it on the microfiber first, and then we're just going to dab this on to the area. And why this is the least aggressive and actually doing something, the whole key here is we want to keep this as dry as we possibly can. Once you start getting moisture up into these headliners, that's when that adhesive starts to fail. And that's when you start to see those drooping headliners you see in some vehicles. So as dry as we can keep it, the better. And this is essentially just cleaning the surface area of the fabric, like the very, very end of it. If there's like depth of fabric, we're just cleaning the very top surface. It's not penetrating at all. So if this was just something sitting on the surface, this would have a solid chance of just wiping it off, which honestly, this is doing a pretty good job of that. It's not perfect, but it is blending it. Well, let's move into something a little bit more aggressive. So now the next level of aggression would be taking the cleaner and spraying it right onto the surface. Now it's important you're using a foaming cleaner here, because if you have one that's not foaming, chemical is able to just go in and penetrate right away. Foam sits on the surface of this, so it's not really penetrating, it's just really saturating the top level surface of it. So now we have that kind of soaked for a second. Rub this in with a microfiber. Just kind of doing little circles, just trying to get every little edge and texture of the fabric. Now, typically when you take your car to a detailer, I mean, I'm sure some detailers will disagree with me on this, but most detailers, when they're detailing the inside of your car, they're not cleaning the headline of your car. Maybe some are that are going crazy with it, but normally detailers, if it doesn't need attention, they won't give it attention, because there's just such a high likelihood of messing something up. Just not typically an area that needs to be scrubbed down and cleaned. If you're taking your car to a detailer to have this done, make sure you say to them like, hey, I need my headliner touched up, or I need something cleaned here. So they're giving it that special attention, because this is a commonly missed area by detailers just because of the risk of something going wrong. So actually just spraying it on and wiping it has done a pretty good job cleaning it. But just for the sake of the video, we'll go through the more aggressive methods as well. But if I was doing this just for a customer car, for my own car, I'd probably just stick with that right now for these stains, just spraying this on, wiping it, because it seems to do a pretty good job. The next level would be using something like this Scrum Ninja, which, Brad, I don't know if you can kind of punch in here. These have little fibers all over. It's almost kind of like a really soft brush on one side and then a microfiber on the other. So it's kind of like we're using like the softest brush possible to be going over top of this. And we'll start off with just spraying it on here first. I kind of like to work it into it a little bit. And then we'll just go over to the surface here. And what's nice about these, having this padding, it can kind of go around the contours of the headliner here. You kind of do little circles, and you can kind of see it builds up a little bit of a lather. So we're going into the fibers a little bit deeper than just on the surface. It's kind of working around all the little edges with having these little brushes. And it's able to clean all sides of the texture of the fabric as we're going around. And it's pretty convenient, because then you just flip it to the microfiber side, wipe it. Now this is called Auto Fiber Scrub Ninja. We don't sell them, but there's a lot of different brands that are having these. I think Rag Company has some of these now, so you can Just Google search it, you'll find them. Now, moving on to a little bit more aggressive than that. Again, spraying it onto the surface like we did with just microfiber. Spray it onto here. This will just allow it to have more of a lather, have more of it penetrating in. A little bit deeper cleaning this. Now you can see how why this would be more aggressive is there's just a lot more moisture being introduced here. And like I said, the more moisture you introduce, the more likelihood you have of breaking down the adhesives that are in there, and therefore the fabric separating away from the backing that holds this up. And I'm just gonna go back over with the microfiber here. Now, I'll pull the light up here, you get a good look at it. See the staining that was there, which just kind of looked like this one, now is all gone. So this method also worked. It's still a little bit more aggressive, but still really safe using it on your headliner there. Now, another level up will be getting just a regular brush. This is a horsehair brush. We do sell these ones on our website. Last time we did a video like this, I used like a hairbrush, and everyone was asking us like, where do I get that brush? So this time we're going to use a brush that we can actually link to you so you can find it. But any brush you find that has really soft bristles, you don't want something super stiff because this fabric is so soft and sensitive. Too hard of a brush, you'll end up just like pilling it up, and you can catch little edges, and it ends up becoming furry, and it doesn't look great. So even like a toothbrush would work for something like this. So you can find something at home. And I would typically just spray a little bit on to a brush, a little bit on the surface here. And I understand I'm cleaning the same spot, but I need to leave some dirty spots to show you guys the other methods. But this is essentially the same way you do it. Go through little circles, scrub it, and then come by with a microfiber and dry it off that way. So reason why this one's a little more aggressive, see the fibers on this and how soft they are versus having a little stiffer bristles. The stiffer the bristles you go, the longer the bristles you go, the more aggressive it's going to be on a surface like this. Now moving up to the most aggressive option, and to be honest with you, I've never done this. It just seems a little bit too aggressive for me using like a dual action polisher with a microfiber pad to go over. Now you can definitely cover some serious surface area with this, but you can imagine this machine moving that back and forth going, there's a lot of friction going on, and it just makes me nervous, but thankfully this is Skylar's car, not mine, so we're able to do it. We'll give it a try here. Put on carpet upholstery cleaner, put it up here on the stain. Now you want to keep it on a low speed here, and we're just going to go, you don't put a bunch of pressure here, it's just pretty much just touching the pad to the surface. I don't normally use foam on a pad. I don't know why I didn't anticipate that, but all right. All right, that actually worked extremely well. And for like a newer vehicle headliner that has like some seriously strong adhesive on there still, that's a really good option actually. I'm surprised I haven't tried that before. So that actually worked pretty good, being able to go over top of the surface with that, cleaned it pretty nicely. Now, if this is like an older vehicle, again, that's a really aggressive way of doing it. And it's just one of those things you can't guarantee it's gonna work every time. It'll get it clean, but you might be tearing apart the headliner. And it's one of those things, yeah, you can test a small and conspicuous area, probably gonna be fine, but it also may not be. And if it does start drooping, then you end up having to pull back this fabric, spray some adhesive in there, stick it back up there. It'll probably hold until about the hottest day of the summer, until that just releases again and falls down and you're kind of chasing your tail to fix it. So that's almost the most aggressive way of doing it. Moving up from there, and I'm actually not even gonna do it on this one, would be taking like a hot car, or an extractor. So I think a lot of people have like those Bissell extractors, or if you're a professional detailer, having like your carpet extractor, going through here and cleaning them. No doubt about it, that is going to seriously deep clean it. And it might be like the only option if you have like a serious smoker's car that you're trying to get the smoke smell out of. But it's almost a guarantee that you're degrading that headliner in some way, just because those adhesives mixed with that heat, it's just going to break it down. So I avoid the extractor altogether. We've done it in the past, but then also sometimes they have like metal or plastic edges that'll catch, and then they start like leaving little runs in the fabric. So I would try and avoid that at all costs, especially when there's options like these that we just showed you. I'm gonna go through, just clean up the rest of the areas. And honestly, I think I'm gonna try that polisher in some more places because that covers some serious surface area, and this headliner can obviously hold up to it. So we're gonna finish this up. Well, that's the process of cleaning your headliner from least aggressive to most aggressive. Make sure you're being safe with it because you don't want to see this thing drooping down. Luckily, I don't think Skylar's getting this sunroof fixed, so if you want to see another video on this in about 2 years, we should have another headliner ready to go. But I'm going to finish up cleaning the back once we get all these lights out of the back. Thanks for joining us in this one. We'll see you in the next one. Did you enjoy that video? Well, guess what? We got more of them. There's probably one on your screen right now. Give it a click and check it out.